just keep watching and keep learning. I watch old seasons of Coffee with Karen. You do. I have watched every episode of season 1, season 2 on repeat. Yes, I have learned the psychology of many people from that show. And because those episodes were released around 2004 and 2006, you get a chance to study the mindset of those people and also study the tragedy of people. Yes, 2004 is 20 years back. So what has happened in these 20 years? Without naming, I would like to say that you were often criticized a lot on that show. That as a 30-year-old, I saw, knowing John Abraham personally and to myself, I thought that, what kind of brutality, when this guy from the beginning was younger in the industry. My reading is that a lot of people did not want to see your success. Correct to say, sorry bringing up like this, but this is what I felt like pulling down. I tried to tell you on Coffee with Karan that there were a lot of film magazines at that time, and film magazines were really big at that time, and there were editors of film magazines. One editor had brought out a special issue that John Abraham is over, and I was on the cover, and all the editors. He interviewed distributors, editors, producers, directors, actors, female actors, and everyone agreed. More than that, it was over. This same editor is my producer today, and I never raised the question that why did you do that? Why did you do that? He himself said to him that I didn't want to see you. I said why? I asked why? Why don't you want to see? Just like that, there was no reason. What did you learn about life from this experience? That there are people who are not interested in each other, maybe there is no reason. In their hearts, their enemies are their enemies. Maybe there were a lot of problems at home. There are toxins in life. Like today they call it trolling, and you see that in the comments, people speak ill of you. There is no reason for it. They just sit and speak ill of you. You have nothing to do with it. You have to concentrate on your work. So I have always concentrated on my work. I always tell them that I am a horse with blinkers. Here I wear blinkers, I only look ahead. People will criticize me. Like today, recently, my film Veda, which is releasing on August 15th. In the press conference, I know that a man was made to sit, to rail at me, to antagonize me, to make me angry. And I also want to say that he won and I lost because I got angry. First of all, I was out of practice. I had not been in a press conference for very long. I don't like trailer lashes because you travel back 20 years by time. See the same journalist sitting, the same stupid questions. No one is asking the right questions. And entertainment. According to me, journalism has ended in India. Nobody asks intelligent questions. And a poor guy was sitting there. He must be his boss. He said, ask him. Give him the key because we will get some content. So he did. At that point I reacted. So he did not win. I lost. We lost. Because I am bigger than that. I probably should not have done that. But it happened. Did he deserve it? Or you deserve it? But I moved on. But later, in just a minute, I came back on track and I said no. I have to focus on myself. Like Ranveer, you will see, whenever you watch the podcast, you will see there will be good and bad comments. Are you going to live by the bad comments? Are you going to get disheartened? Someone is trying to pull you down. Continue abusing you easily because you can give importance. But will you give importance to him? No, right? Who is important in your life? You. The most important thing for you at that time is you. You have to concentrate on yourself. So my aim is that I have to work. I have to do good work. I am concerned with work. I am not interested in going to parties and networking. I will not get much work by sitting in a fancy car. I never read comments in life. And I am not saying this to create an impression. I don't have any social media on my phone. Chat is, very strange. I don't get affected, so I am happy. I feel that handling trolls becomes easy after a point. You understand that online trolls are easy when professionals from your own industry try to pull you down. Even then, the protocol remains the same, that keep doing your work or absolutely, because see if you are trying to convince yourself that you are successful because you are successful. If you are becoming successful, they will try to pull you. Either you retaliate, or you react and waste your time, or you don't waste time and concentrate on your work. The choice is yours. John Abraham always concentrated on his work. So people came and went, people criticized, people did everything. But I know that maybe at his home or in his life, their life state, people's life state, you can understand it in their mind. That life state is at a very low, is at a real low. So what do? Sitting at home, wherever they want to spread talk, they will spread it. That should not affect you. And I have never been affected. Initially, I used to get very affected that why are they talking about me like this? Why are they talking about me like this? But now I am very clear. I forgive, okay? I said I react instinctively like I did in the press conference. Sometimes you do react, but who loses? I only lose if you react. You will lose. When does one win in life? Good question, I think, when you set your own benchmarks. If your benchmarks are Ranveer, Albad has a benchmark and he wants that. I want to be this influential. I want to reach this point in life. Once you reach your benchmark, you are successful. You can't compare yourself with anyone else because your journey is your journey. Yes, you can't look at another podcaster and say that, yeah, his trajectory is like this, mine should also be like this. No, you can learn from him. You can learn what you want to learn. You can take something from his goodness and you can keep his badness away. So listen, this is what I want to do, but your journey is your journey. And if you succeed in that journey, you are successful, okay? Back to the financial journey, yes. How much money did you win in Glad Rags? I think according to me, 34,000. I pampered my parents a little. I am amazed. I got a straight. I know it sounds old school. I went straight to my mom, and even today all my accounts are joint. Same with mom, and I am very proud of you doing that because you have to live for your parents. You should live for your parents. They raised you, they brought you up, and I want to compliment your parents. They brought you up, and I want to compliment your parents. They brought you up. They are a very good boy. They are a lovely boy, and you are a good boy right back at your big bro. I had a mentality to invest in. I am an expert. I didn't think I wanted to do modeling. Then I was working. When Gladder won at that time, I took a break from my work in English. They call it sabbatical. Sabbatical means a leave without pay. So I went to my boss, Hiren Pandit, who was my boss because he had allowed me to go for 6 months and see what I wanted to do. And slowly, my modeling career was growing big. At that time, I was making more money. So I came to Hiren and I told Hiren I was talking to you, and he smiled and he said, you need a new accountant. You need another accountant. So he supported me a lot. So at that time, I didn't think about films. At that time, I just thought that I want to become the supermodel of India, because at that time I had to become a supermodel was really big. I was not thinking about films, but the goal was career success or money or fame. What was the goal in my heart? Honestly, at that time, my goals were very simple. I can give an intellectual answer, but there was nothing intellectual about it. I just wanted to become a supermodel. That's all. I wanted to become a supermodel of the country. And at that time, there was a name for supermodels. One, we walked the ramp. We used to get money. It was different. John Abra, I walked the ramp. There were many supermodels at that time. We had a lot of respect for Milind Soman, Arjun Rampal, Rahul Dev, Mark Robinson. Before that, Deepak Malhotra, Dino Morea. There were many supermodels, but after me, the concept of supermodels ended because after me, all the ads went to actors. So the work of models ended. So the breed of models that came after that, all of them were in modeling. They came because they wanted to become actors. Today, no model is a supermodel. One does not become a model to become one. One becomes a model because that is the gateway and stays away from films. If you like this clip, then thousands of such clips have been uploaded on this channel.